My name is Morgan Vickers, and I'm a junior here at UNC studying American Studies, Communications, and Creative Writing. I'm also an undergraduate research fellow with the Community Histories workshop in the Digital Innovation Lab. I originally got into digital humanities through a class I took last semester with Professor Allen called Main Street, North Carolina. And essentially in that class, we looked through a lot of primary source documents. We looked on newspapers.com and ancestry.com, and we kind of got acclimated to these different tools that allow us to look into different histories of people and of places, and we focused a lot on Charlotte especially, and the Lorraine Mills in Gastonia. So I had two projects that I really enjoyed doing, both in Professor Allen's class. The first one was a project called Charlotte 1911, wherein we were each assigned a different person, and we were supposed to study their family lineage around 1911, but also before and afterwards. So I was assigned the Valentine family, and they came from Tennessee, from eastern Tennessee, and they all immigrated to Gastonia, North Carolina to work in the mills, and it was fascinating to look into their lives using federal censuses and using, all these primary source documents that allowed me to recreate their life. So I found documents featuring members of the family as far back as the 1850s and as far forward as 1970, and those documents contained names and pictures and newspaper articles about them, but it also included things like yearbook pictures and bowling club memberships. So it was really interesting to see the intricacies of these people's lives. The second project that I did was in relation to a project where we were assigned a different city in North Carolina. So I was assigned Elizabeth City, and it was really fascinating to look at the history of the racial makeup of Elizabeth City, especially in relation to movie going. So one of the really neat things I found was that there was a traveling showman named Reverend Kraft, and he actually was one of the first and only noted African-American showmen who traveled throughout the South. So it's really interesting to be able to find primary source documents that, uncovered these histories that had never been seen before. I enjoy studying American Studies and working with digital humanities because of how accessible it is. I find that a lot of people my age, when I tell them about the work that I'm doing, are super interested in it, but they often tell me that they find these primary source documents to be inaccessible or they don't know where to begin. And the work that we're doing kind of allows them to take a step into the lives of others simply by watching a video or looking through these old photographs that they didn't even know existed. I really enjoy the fact that digital humanities allows us to uncover people's stories and recreate their worlds in ways that we didn't believe to be possible 10 or 20 years ago. And so I think it combines a lot of my interests and also allows me to connect with other people on an entirely different level.